if we're going to implement the scoring, we want a manager script that's handling keeping track of the score, and that can also be the script that controls whether the game ends or not, and sends you to the menu scene, that kind of thing. So what we need is a game manager. So we're going to create a game manager object and a game manager script to go on that. So in the hierarchy, you're going to right click and create an empty game object, and we're going to call this game manager. And then in our scripts folder, we're going to right click and we're going to create a C# script, and we're going to call it game manager. Of course, no spaces in the name of a script. And once we've created that, we can put some code in here. Okay, and you see that Unity recognizes the name Game Manager and gives it this special gear icon just to, I don't know, differentiate it from the other scripts, I guess. But if we open up this Game Manager, now just like the Wave Spawner, we only want there to be one Game Manager, and we want it to be accessible globally in the project, or at least in the scene for now. So we're going to use that singleton pattern again for this one. So that means that we're going to create a public static game manager variable and call it instance. And then in the awake method, so not the start method, but awake. So let's do void awake. Oops. It automatically did that. Okay, let me delete those. There we go. We're going to check to see if we already have an instance. So we check to see if instance is equal to null, meaning we don't have an instance yet. In that case, spell instance correctly, instance. The instance is going to be set to this instance that just became awake and is executing this awake method. Else if there is an instance and that instance is not this, meaning that this that just became awake is a second version, the imposter that's trying to spawn itself or get spawned for some reason, instantiate. So we want to destroy this imposter game manager so that we only have the one real game manager. Okay. Yes, good. And so for this game manager, it wants to keep track of the player's score. So let's add a public int score variable here. And we want the objects to be able to add to the score, right? So we can have, there's different ways you can do that. You have like getters and setters for the score. I think I'm going to make a public method for adding points onto the player's score that the other objects can call. So I'm going to add a new method here. Make sure we're adding it outside of the other methods. And let's call it public void add score. And then we can take a parameter for how many points we should add onto the score. And then we could actually make the score variable private, would probably be a better way to do this. Then we can say score plus equals points. Yeah, let's do it that way. Let's do better encapsulation here where we make the score private and then it's only accessed through getter, these methods. That's I think a better way to do it. So add score will allow objects to add points to the player's score. And then for like the UI that needs to display the score on the screen, we can have a get score method. Or C# allows you to kind of automatically add a getter, but I'm going to do public int get score, and then this is just going to return the score. That's the way I'm used to doing it, although I think C# has other ways of doing it. That's okay. All right. So now that we have the game manager and it's able to track the score, we'll probably on start want to set the score to 0, initialize that. And now let's add code to the enemy script so that when an enemy is destroyed, it adds points onto the player score. So if we open our, let's put it in the enemy health script, because this is where we're destroying the enemy. So this is where we can also award points to the player. So let's add a variable for how many points this enemy is worth. So we're going to do a serialize field private int points. And then down here, when we detect that the health is less than 0 and the enemy is destroyed and we spawn the effects, here also we're going to add the points onto the player's score. So to do that, we need to get that game manager instance, which we can do with game manager dot instance, and then we can call the dot add score method, and we can add however many points it is onto the player's score. That should do it. All right. Let's. I don't have any way to see what the score is yet to test this, but when we go back to Unity, we'll let this compile, make sure we don't have any errors, and we can go to the enemy prefabs and set how many points each one is worth, because that will have changed on the script. So I'll have a spot to put in the number of points that each one is. So we go to our alien prefab. So the scorpion alien, right now it's worth 0 points. I want to make it worth, I don't know, 50 points. And then the squid alien, we go to the health script. There it is, points 0. Let's make it worth 20 points, something like that. I don't know. You can decide how many points you want yours worth. And so that's simple enough. But we really want to be able to see our score on the screen. So what we want to do is add a user interface canvas object that will overlay on top of the scene in the camera space that we can display the score onto and other information like that. So in the hierarchy, let's right click and we're going to choose UI, user interface, and we're going to go down to canvas. And so I'll just call this, we'll just leave it as canvas. That's fine, it's a canvas. So we can see that added this canvas to the scene. It's this giant rectangle. And it's ginormous because it's in camera screen space, not in world space. So it's set to display over top of the visible area on the game view. If I select the canvas and I hover over the scene view and hit F, it'll zoom out and you can see that it's taken the shape of our output window here. And now we can start adding elements onto the canvas to display the information that we want to display. So to display the score, that's as simple as putting some text onto the canvas. So I'm going to add a text object to the canvas. I'm going to right click on the canvas itself and go down to UI, and I'm going to choose text Mesh Pro instead of I don't know if the other old text is still there. We want the Text Mesh Pro text. And this will prompt, if you haven't already, prompt you to import the Text Mesh Pro package into your project so you can do text on the user interface. You don't have to do the extra stuff, just the essentials. And now we have text that is showing up on top of the game here. So we want to position the text on the screen, on the canvas where we want it to be in the game. And these user interface elements have a different type of transform for positioning them. You can see it's a rect transform for rectangle transform, and it's got this anchoring system. So you can click this little target here, and you can choose to anchor the text to one of the edges or the center of the canvas. And you can also, if you hold Alt, it will also place it in that spot. So I'm going to hold Alt, I'm going to put my text in the top left corner, and I can also move it away from the corner, but it's kind of anchored to the corner there so that if the screen resizes, it's still in that spot there. So now that that's positioned, I want to rename this object too. So instead of text TMP, I'm going to call this score text. Okay. And you can see down here you can change what it says. So we can put something like score. Right now there is no score. So we're going to need to write code that's going to actually edit the text to include the actual number value of the score. You can also change the font size and all that stuff. I think that's a little large. Might go down to like 24, something like that. There we go. And the fonts, and you can change the color and all that stuff. Whatever you want to do. There you go. Alignment, all that good stuff. Okay. So now, how do we get it to actually show the number? Well, we could attach create a script that is checking the score and then setting it here. But I think it might be easier just to have the game manager set the value of the text there. So let's do it that way. So if we go to our game manager script, let's add code that allows us to attach a reference to the score text and then just have it update that. So let's add another variable here, serialize field, and this one is going to be a what's it called? It's a Text Mesh Pro UGUI, I think it is. Text Mesh Pro UG. Yeah, that's the one right there. UGUI. And we're going to call it score text. Okay. And we do have to import TM Pro, which it looks like it did that automatically for me when I created this variable with that data type. It added the using TM Pro for us, but you do need this import statement up here. Okay. And so we can assign this in the inspector, and now here in the update we can be constantly updating what the text is on that display. So we can say in the update method here, score text dot text equals score colon space plus, not the health. Oh, this is the wrong script. This is the enemy health script. Okay. We're gonna have to move this to the proper the proper script. Did not pay attention to where I was typing. That's all right. We'll just cut this variable out here and move it to the game manager script. Add this there. Okay. And now in the update down here, way down here, we can say score text dot text equals score plus score. So this will create a string that starts with the word score and then a space, and then takes the actual number score, converts it to a string, concatenates it on there. And since it's in the update, it should constantly be updating what our score is. Okay. Let's save that. Make sure we didn't mess up our enemy health script. I'm going to save that. Looks fine. Don't need this import in here anymore, but that's okay. All right, let's go back, compile that, and see if we can see the score when we play. All right. Let's test this out. I think, oh no, we need to assign first. In the game manager, we have to attach the game manager script to it. So let's go to scripts, game manager script, attach it to the game manager object, and then it's asking for the score text so we can update the score. So we're going to grab our score text, drag it over here, drop it in there. That looks good. And now let's test it out and see if we get points for destroying enemies. Okay, look at that, getting points. Awesome. Very good. All right. The other thing we said we were going to do is make projectiles for those squid enemies, but I did want to give you guys time to work on this too. So let's save the projectiles for next time. So we'll stop there for today with the new stuff.